crew. We're back with another amazing episode. I'm your girl, Jenny J.
And I'm your girl, Lady K. And today we're talking about it's okay to not be okay. Basically, you know, how we deal with mental health in the Black community. And like every episode, we have a cocktail. And my girl Jenny J whipped this up in the kitchen. So, girl, tell us what we got.
I did what I did a little something, But this is called Positive Vibes. See how colorful and vibrant. Imagine being on the ocean, laid out. No stress, no worries. Positive vibes.
Positive vibes only.
And this is, what's in here? Y'all, let me give y'all the sauce. I actually went and got a Root 44 slush from you know where and just added some hen dog in it and made it all cute and fancy and stuff like that. So it's really, really cute. It's really, really tasty.
Let me taste it. Yeah, mine is a little...
It's on a plate because this is my first time using a pineapple core. So I kind of nicked it at the bottom.
Okay, and y'all see the Hennessy shot in there.
It's in there. Oh. We just gonna go for it. Just gonna
let it go.
Gonna pull it in. Ah! Okay.
Oh,
hey!
Yeah. Stir it up a little bit. So, girl, have you ever felt like you were in an unhealthy space emotionally or mentally?
Yes.
Y'all.
Several instances. I remember when I was a teenager. Well, teenager, I'm not that old, y'all. When I was in high school, I think that was the tip of it. I had, I don't even know the word, I don't know. I would hyperventilate and get very, very
anxiety.
That's the
anxiety
word.
Okay.
I had extremely bad anxiety. I remember one time I was sitting in a car with my boyfriend at the time, and I don't know what we was talking about. But long story short, ambulance had to be called because I didn't know what was going on, and my mother thought he had gave me some drugs or something, but it was just I was so upset and overworked and I couldn't, grasp it or control it.
I've never heard this story.
Oh, yeah.
I usually know everything about her already, y'all, but I have never heard this story.
But yeah, we were sitting in the car, we was talking, I'm not sure what the conversation was, and that's when I knew I had extremely bad anxiety. I never took medication for it or anything like that. I still get so upset, to the point where I be gasping and can't control myself. So that's why I just try to stay away from any kind of drama. I think because I never seek help for it, and I think a lot of people don't.
A lot of people are embarrassed.
Yeah, could be.
To say that they in a space where they can't handle something.
Right.
And then whenever you do tell somebody, especially a Christian person, which I am Christian. I would say I have Christian beliefs, and I'm not gonna say I'm at church every Sunday, but I definitely believe in God.
Of course.
That's my dude or whatever. We cool. But as soon as you tell a Christian person, oh man, everything is just overwhelming, so they be like, God don't give you nothing more than you can bear, and I'm just supposed to take that and be okay. But that does not make me okay. Or just pray about it. Okay, but still, I don't feel okay. I'm not okay. I'm not good. And it's just like, sometimes you gotta cry. Like, I find myself sometimes, and even though a lot of things are going good in my life, I would say right now, but it's at times I just feel sad for no reason. I'd be like, why are you sad? Why are you so down today? Like, what is going on?
And I think it's levels to depression, levels to any kind of
levels to grief.
Of course it's levels to
yes.
Like it's.
And I hate when people try to tell people how to grieve.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do. Let me just go through it how I want to.
I think, like, if you feeling like something like too much you can't bear, of course, yeah, go to God if that's who you believe, or whomever you believe, but also seek for a positive outlet. There's insurance that covers, therapy, psychiatrist. And one of my jobs, I was dealing with a lot at that point. It was so much at one time. And I actually ended up going to see a therapist. And the first day I got in there, I was telling her what was going on. I must have bawled-eyed, crying instantly.
Yeah, because you felt comfortable to do that in front of her.
Like, I don't know, this lady from Sue and Sam, and everything just came out. I felt so much better afterwards. Of course, it's still there and there, but it felt better to talk about it and let it out. And I think, in a Black community, we don't talk.
No.
We don't talk. A lot of trust issues are they can't do nothing for me, or you don't know. But find that positive outlet, find that hobby, golf, shooting range, whatever, to relieve that stress and ease your mind. Read a book, go running, gym. Find something or a person that you trust, like with everything, somebody that you can just go to and confide in, and they're going to be there and tell you what you need to hear, but also empathize,
Yeah.
You don't want to go to nobody, then later on you found out that Sue told Sam, and Sam
Exactly.
and all them know. That's not the right person. And I think that's why a lot of people don't talk to people.
That's true. You keep a lot of stuff to yourself.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times I felt horrible, and people will be like, "You okay?" And I just say, "Yeah," but at the end of the day, I'll be breaking down, crying. It's been plenty of days I didn't want to get out the bed, but I get out the bed because of my kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have been in that way, in a really bad way, and people have came up to me and told me, "You are so strong and so strong." I be looking at them like,
only if you knew.
only if you knew how I cried in the shower, honey.
Only if you knew.
I mean, I'm just telling y'all, 'cause a lot of stuff was just hitting me all at one time, and my last 3 or 4 years of my life have been hell.
Right.
But all y'all see is Facebook. She going out, she having a good time. But I deserve that shit. Look at the shit I've been through.
That she's seeking a positive outlet.
Yeah, yes, that's a positive outlet, but sometimes we can seek some negative outlets. Listen, and we think it's positive because it's helping us.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I always think about that Solange song, Cranes in the Sky. How she say, "I tried to drink it away." That, you know what I'm saying? She tried to do everything, but the pain was still there. She tried to sex it away. All that. But
even changing with her hair.
Yeah.
I think a lot of women always do that. They feel like they're from another stage. Cut all their hair off. I did it. Cut all my hair off because I just felt like I needed a change. Needed a new me. I was going through stuff. Change it imagely. Nope. It's just still there.
And I know just changing yourself, period. Just recognizing a good value in yourself. I'm at that point now where I'm saying, you know what? I am strong. I did make it through all that bullshit. So nothing else can scare me. I'm not afraid of nothing else. I'm telling you, I'm not afraid of getting in a relationship and the person walking away. That's bullshit. That is easy. That's a breeze. I'll get over that. Look at the shit I've been through. Like, you can't come tell me nothing and it's gonna just tear me apart no more. I'm sorry, because I done been through hell. I don't even want to cry, but I have lost some people that I thought was gonna outlive me. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So if I can get past that, it ain't shit you can do to me that's gonna hurt me. These hoes hating, that girl bye, that don't bother me. Positive vibes, that don't get to me no more. I've been through too much to be worried about what this bitch gotta say. Yeah. And I be listening to people be so worried about what other people say about them. And I used to be like that. But now I listen to it and I be like, who gives a fuck? What they gonna do? What are they gonna do? And I hate to see people on Facebook, and I'm not saying nothing bad about it. Well, I am kind of saying something bad about it. They get on Facebook and they be like, oh, I'm so tired of living in this world. I just want to die. And I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? You need to go seek professional help and get off social media.
Yeah. Social media ain't the right place.
That's not the right place to air your grievances.
It's been too many times where I've seen people on live crying, boo-boo crying, like,
right.
You just looking for attention. Attention is not gonna help you.
And then, you know
what?
what?
Is really going on. Seek help.
They think attention from a certain person is gonna help them. That's probably why they do it.
Possibly.
But
yeah.
But some of them people really do be having issues.
Mm-hmm.
But social media is not the way to air all that out. Not the negativity, not the hard things you're going to, because people gonna take that and talk about you. Probably gonna make the situation worse.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say keep that shit to yourself. Like, ooh, yeah, I'm doing so bad today. I don't know how I'm gonna function. Everything is hurting. I think I want to die. What? I just don't know why people do that.
I'm doing that because I see it all the time. I remember when I was working at a fast food restaurant, it was one girl who actually did that. She was in a situation with her guy or whatever, so she took to Instagram crying like on the camera, hoping that he see it, I guess. But as far as I know, they're still not even together. So I mean, like, I don't know.
She did that for not necessarily for attention, but to get that person's attention.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. But I'm just saying, don't be getting on social media and telling everybody you doing horrible.
Yeah.
And you don't know if you want to live no more. Take your ass to a psychiatrist, a counselor, or something ASAP. Because when you live in darkness, that shit will overwhelm you. I'm telling you, I've been through it. At one point, I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to let this sadness take over. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to get out this bed. I'm not going to leave this house. I don't want to. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to go to work. I was going to let it consume me. And then I was just like, no. Get up. Cry it out. And go have fun with your kids. Make new memories. Make new memories with your family. You know what I'm saying? Get dressed up for no fucking reason and go out. Just go have a good time. It's too much. It's a lot of bad in the world, but it's also some good in the world. Go find that shit and enjoy it. Let that consume you. Because I'm telling you, when you let darkness consume you, it's going to rub off on all the people around you. Ain't nobody going to be around you.
Yeah, I remember when I was in my state, when I felt like everything was just going bad, losing people, stuff being taken away from me. It was just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so sensitive.
Oh, go ahead, girl.
But anyway,
get it together.
I am. Me too.
I remember being with you one time, and I guess it's like you had held everything in. What was we doing? Oh, it was my birthday. We was having
drinks. Yep.
And we was just the whole mood just shift because we mentioned something, and you know your mom good at bringing up stuff that make you want to cry. And she had mentioned something, and you just lost it, and we was like, oh my God, it's all, here we go. It's all coming out. Like, you was like uncontrollable crying for like at least 10 minutes straight.
I remember that.
Yeah, and at that moment we did begin to pray because the moment was so overwhelming, and we had never seen you just completely break down about the subject or the situation. And so it finally had started coming out, the anger, the sadness, the not understanding why and all that kind of stuff. It was just like a moment. And it just shifted the whole mood. But also, once we prayed and got through that, it was like something was lifted. It was like you was a little bit relieved. If something was lifted up, like, okay, she got it out. Now we know it's an issue, it's a trigger for her, and she can slowly start making her way to dealing with that. And being able to talk about that subject, because I remember you didn't even want to talk about it.
That's where I'm at right now. Like, I can't talk about it. Still, it's a lot.
It is a lot. But like I said, you cannot let them things consume you, because you got a lot of other wonderful things going on in your life. And you gotta let that stuff go. A long time ago, I started letting go of other people's problems, first of all.
Yeah.
Because I used to let other people's problems consume me too. I used to be like, how can I help her? How can I, shouldn't I do this so her life could be better? Trying to help these people in your family do better and stuff like that. It's like, what can I say to this person to help them? Now I just be like, that's their business.
Yeah,
and
then you learn that you can't help nobody unless they, come to you or reach out and ask for your help personally. But you can't just insert yourself into somebody's situation and expect them to.
Because I've done it. I asserted myself in somebody's situation and tried to fix their situation, and they ended up hurting me.
Yeah.
I ended up being on the other end crying because I couldn't believe they wouldn't let me help them. They didn't want my help. And I was like, damn, I'm trying to be here for you. You gonna talk to me like that? Like, for real?
But when I was trying to
now I be like, fuck them.
I can do it. And what I was trying to get out was, when I was going through all that, what made me get myself together was my children.
Right.
I remember one instance I was finna take a shower. I'm sitting outside the tub, couldn't keep it together, and they came in, and it just made me realize, oh shit, I don't want them to see me in this state.
Right.
I had to get myself together, gather it up, and ever since then, and ever since I can remember, everything that Jennifer goes through stays inside, which is bad, I know.
No, you gotta let that out. Just go let it out in private. I remember, this is one situation where, like, kids will make you so much stronger. But when I lost Ryan, I was at that hospital pretty much by myself at first. Till you got there and, his dad came. And I lost it. I don't know. I've never been in a situation like that where somebody is telling me that. I'm there by myself. And I'm the one now that I have to deliver the news to other people.
Right. I remember that.
And, okay, his friends, his sister, whatever. But to come home, woo, and tell my babies, and I had to tell them, and I did not want to start just breaking down. So I had to, like, prepare. I didn't even tell them that night. I just stayed up all night, like, how am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to tell them this? So, I had to deliver a whole speech to them, and then it got to that part, and your daddy didn't make it. And they faces, and Carter started crying, and I was just like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. And I was just like, we gonna be all right, stuff like that. That was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life, was tell my babies that their daddy was home. That is hard to look them in the face and say that. I still think about that. And just being in the hospital, being told that he was gone, and the lady said it to me, and I'm like, no, because I just got on my knees and I asked God 100,000 times, you hear me, to let this man stay. And I was like, take me, you know what I'm saying? Don't take him. He's too good. He's a good person. He's supposed to be here. And, and that makes you lose faith, I'm telling you. Because when I left that hospital that day, I was like, pray for what? I got on my knees and I made all kind of promises to you, and you couldn't even spare him? Like, why? But then, time went by and I realized how blessed I was and how God always looking out for me. And I don't know why he took Ryan. I don't know why it was his time, but he had a reason.
Right.
And, or Ryan's purpose was served. Maybe his purpose was to give me them beautiful babies. You know what I'm saying? Or his purpose was to make me realize who I really am in some kind of way. I don't know why. But I was just like, you know what, King, you are way too blessed to just be saying, you know, forget God. You know, you are way too, you came too far, and it was only by the grace of God. So, you know, but I struggled heavy after that night. I'm telling you, I prayed so hard, and still, he didn't make it. And I was like, gosh, that put me in a very dark spot. That put me in a mind frame of fuck everybody and fuck everything. You know what I'm saying? And I had to bring myself back around, y'all.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, I tell people all the time, well, not tell people, but when I'm talking about certain things, I'm like, I've never, ever experienced a loss until I lost my brother.
Right.
That was my very, very first loss.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was taken from me,
yeah. That's why you take it so hard like that. Yeah. Yeah, you took that hard. She say my eyes real big, y'all, and I look into her soul when I look at her. So I think I was even though I was sitting up here, with these big ass eyes making her sad. But yeah, so I now understand why you took it so hard with Pop Down. I took it hard too. You know I took it hard.
Yeah. But that was my very first loss.
Yeah, that was your first real loss because you didn't have, but we did.
Yeah.
You know,
mm-hmm.
Because I lost back to back. I lost my grandmother, my mother, then my grandfather back to back, like 1 year after the next. And the way my grandmother was taken away from me was just unexpected.
Right.
And I had cried so much.
Mm-hmm.
At the funeral, my eyes were swollen and I couldn't cry. My tear ducts was clogged. I had never cried. I cried so much because that was just crazy to me.
But when I went through that, like, I feel like nothing phases me. Like,
right.
I don't care about anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you're going through. Like, it was I don't give a fuck.
Yes. I understand that because that's your first loss. But when I look at, I guess since I've been through some losses,
mm-hmm.
I can handle them a little bit more. Of course, I'm still gonna cry and I'm gonna be sad and I'm gonna miss the person. But I understand what you said because I did it with Ryan. I was like, fuck everybody. But when I started to look back on it, I was like, man, it's a lot of people out here dealing with way hard, especially when COVID came.
Yeah.
I watched a guy lose his mom and his dad a week apart.
Mm-hmm.
And he was dealing with getting over COVID himself, like all three of them, and then he lost them too when it was just him. And I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, and you know how I view certain stuff like that. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it is sad, but
it's sad.
It's sad, but I be like, they're gonna get through it because I can get through it. Like you have to. You have to. And I ain't gonna lie, somebody, it's a relative or whatever you want to call it, they just lost somebody, and I was like, okay. They told me that the person passed away, and it was just like, alright. You coming to the funeral? I was like, nah, I gotta work that day. But I'm just saying, death is
like, I didn't have no extra empathy to give to anyone.
I didn't at that time. And I try to comfort people when I'll be like, oh, it's gonna be okay. But at the same time, I'll be like, well, shit. I lost 1 billion people, man. Like, what you want me to do? I guess that's kind of like insensitive.
In a way, yeah.
It hardens you.
Yeah. It touched you up real quick.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a mental thing. I guess that's not positive. Yeah.
No.
That is not positive vibes at all.
I think it's, I don't know, because...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I see people putting this stuff on Facebook, man, it was a girl one time I was looking on there, she was like, me and my kids about to get put out, can anybody help us? I'm like, bitch, get your ass up.
Girl.
Get out there. Stop begging us.
I hate
Get your ass up and handle your motherfucking business.
Because in this society right now, it is too many resources. Too many resources.
It's like I don't have
for
no
you to be in a standstill down position. Because if you gotta make some shake, you get up and you take your hands out and you make some shake. It's too many resources. It's too many. You feel like you depressed, you down. It's too many resources to help you and steer you in the right direction to make it better for you and your family, or you and yourself, whatever the case may be. It's too many resources.
Let me just put it in a simpler term, a simple way. When I see people getting all bent out of shape and depressed over little shit, it pisses me off, because I've been through way worse.
Way worse.
And I know people that have been through stuff way worse than me. And they still out here doing their shit. And I just be like, what's wrong with these weak ass people? You know what I'm saying? And maybe some stuff is too heavy for some people. They just can't handle this little bitty shit, and it just gets them down. That's when they need to go seek some professional help.
Exactly.
And get the fuck off social media, because I can't do shit for you.
And then, mental health.
I'm sorry about all the cursing, y'all.
Mental health is a broader spectrum, because then you have the new mother who's going through postpartum depression, and the new father who's also going through postpartum depression. I was watching a clip of on Facebook. I was scrolling through about Erica Mena and Safari. Safari was talking about how he was going through postpartum depression, and I had never ever thought, a
man could go through postpartum
the man
depression.
is also enduring a change also. And that was his first
true.
child.
I have never heard that, but now I can understand it though.
Like, especially first time fathers, their life is about to change. And there's a lot of stuff that's taking, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta get this, I gotta do that, I can't fail, I can't do it, and you think about all of it.
New little person.
Everything.
I got a new person to take care of. Yep.
So the mother is enduring body changes and hormones and postpartum, but the father is also right there with their mother and enduring the same stuff.
That's true. I have never thought about that.
Yeah.
But it makes a lot of sense.
And then that's when they get so standoffish and go off, and the woman feel like they just being mean or neglecting them in a sense, but they're trying to gather themselves too.
That makes a lot of sense.
I had never looked at that in that light until I watched that clip a little while ago, and I was like, you know what?
It's funny how mental illness is viewed in the black community versus the white community, because I like to think about that clip of that lady throwing a fit in Victoria's Secret.
Oh my God.
And the lady was like, just cut your camera off, she's sick. I'm like, bitch, if there was you know how many black people have gotten shot and tased and hog-tied because the police just felt like they was on something, and come to find out this person was diagnosed with some kind of mental illness. Now they didn't shot this person, but we supposed to let Karen act the fucking fool and roll around all on the floor
and turn off the camera so she can be okay,
so she can do it in private. If she was black, let that have been Keisha rolling around on the floor like that. They would have had
Keisha would have got tackled.
8 fucking security officers, police,
head in the floor. Like,
yes, somebody would have been on her neck. You hear me? Fuck Karen. No, acting a damn fool in Victoria's Secret like that, like a fucking toddler.
That's exactly what she was saying.
And maybe she did have some mental illness, but I'm saying that if she was black, that never would have crossed their mind. Like, maybe this person has a mental illness and we need to approach them softly. No. She would have got hit like a fucking wide receiver, linebacker, whatever the hell it is.
By the biggest of biggest dudes, like,
crazy.
Yeah.
Just like I just seen a video of a woman outside of right here, outside of a gas station.
59. Oh,
yes.
I just heard about that on the radio.
And these police officers, it was 3 men, first of all, punching her like a dude. She may have had some mental issues that you didn't even try to address.
You just seen a black
People
person
that are
acting crazy.
Yes. My little brother had autism, and he was very aggressive, I can say, sometimes. Sometimes he would hit and spit and stuff like that. And he didn't know any better.
Right.
He just did it. He didn't do it because, he hates you. He don't even know you. He just, he just don't know. He don't know no better. He don't know how aggressive he's being because it's not fair. And I think that they always think black people own something. Oh, they smoking something. They high. No, we have mental issues too.
Hell yeah.
Treat us softly. Cut your fucking video camera off and let us act a fool privately.
And a major portion of our mental issues is police brutality on the black community. Like,
you automatically get in a place of either you're frightened or you're overly aggressive.
Like, I was just in line to get me something to eat at a restaurant. Sheriff officers having, lunch. I didn't look that way not one time. It's because, like, I don't want to make eye contact with you.
Girl.
I see a police while I'm driving. I've never been to jail. I've never been arrested. But it's just a simple fact that when I see you, I'm going to try to get away from you as fast as I can.
If I feel like if I move one little bit out of the wrong way, they gonna be like, ready to tase me or something.
Exactly, or triple violence. I'm saying, like, what did I do now? And you don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, because you're scared. But Karen gonna say something. Well, officer, what do you want? That's what
Karen gonna say something.
Karen gonna say no. No, I have my rights.
Karen and Bob ass.
And nothing gonna happen to their ass either. I'm just saying, y'all, this is true. This is, unfortunately, that's what we deal with.
Yeah.
As far as them thinking that they can get away with stuff, that's a whole different subject though. But I'm just talking about that one Karen that was maybe has.
But it's all under that umbrella of mental health issues and different cultures.
Yeah.
Or how people deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
A black person can't have no mental health issues.
Nope.
In society.
Because we already seen as the minority. So
the people
don't put nothing on us that's gonna make us look even weaker.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna let that happen, y'all. But it's almost that time. We've been talking for a minute, y'all. And so I just want to say, if you out there, you dealing with some issues that you think are too heavy to bear, if you feel like prayers will help you, or reaching out to your pastor or reverend or spiritual leader, do that. But if that is not helping you, it is okay to seek counseling as well. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Because it's more than just prayer in church. Because sometimes they're not reaching down; they just speaking scripture at you. But you want to sit down and talk to somebody about your feelings. It's okay not to be okay.
It's okay not to be okay.
And you can go speak to a professional if you're African American. Don't be ashamed. We all have problems. Some of us can't deal with them like everybody else.
And the stigma is counseling. I'm not going to pay for a psychiatrist. It's too expensive. I don't have the money. Mm-hmm. There's various resources.
It is.
Look them up. Reach out to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Go talk to somebody. You don't have to deal with all that on your back, on your shoulders by yourself. It's okay not to be okay. Seek your positive outlet.
It's true.
You're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. You're going to rise above.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is too much.
And it's okay for nothing. It's something that's just too much to handle, man. I'm telling y'all, it's all right. We all got shit.
We all got shit in it.
But just don't be on social media complaining, because I don't like that shit. I'm a Virgo. I don't like complainers. With that being said, I want to thank y'all for watching.
Thank you so much. And like always, we choose to shout out
a black-owned business.
A becoming black-owned business. And I'm going to shout out my boyfriend's mother. She makes bracelets. Mm-hmm. Everything Flawless. This mental health episode idea, it was actually something that she brought to me. And I was like, that is a great one. Mm-hmm. Mental health. So thank you, Mama Lisa.
Hey, Mama Lisa.
Hey, Mama Lisa. And shout out to Everything Flawless. She makes amazing bangles. I'm going to have me some soon, and I'm going to show them off, y'all.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mama Lisa.
All right, Mama Lisa.
Everything Flawless.
Okay. We love y'all. Peace out.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button.